that way when they left.
Was there anything upstairs other than the common room and the private rooms?
Nope. Just those, the sleeping quarters up there.
So I guess we'd have to head downstairs and start looking through that area.
Alright, so you're going to head back downstairs, back down below the cellar to where you guys were fighting at, down below?
Yeah, because there's that one way we haven't explored yet, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there was the right hand of the T intersection, and then of course it looked like that one room where you were at, there was a submerged hallway that led to the north of in that room.
Almost like the Paladin was doing a runner with the gold, isn't it? Got chased.
Yeah, very unusual.
What was she a Paladin of? Did anyone notice religion of any type on her?
Good question.
I got the ability.
Let me pull her up here.
I can make a religion check.
Okay, go ahead. Alright, stand by. Oh, there she is. She was a paladin of Kalimvor.
Kalimvor's out of the dead. Oh, we did a mission for them.
We did, yeah.
He's the neutral god of the dead, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
It's certainly not someone you would normally associate with theft and...
No, definitely not. They're very lawful. Maybe he was trying to escape from bad people. Definitely didn't trust that adventuring group that were hanging around, and that woman, magician or sorceress or whatever she was, very dodgy. They seemed keen to get us drunk, so maybe they were up to something.
Well, they probably just wanted us comatose so they could do whatever they were going to do without interruptions.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said something about checking something out once everybody was asleep. I overheard her talking to the others with her.
Right. Well, let's go down this path and see what the story is.
Well, yeah, we want to go the opposite way, down to the right, is now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Where
yeah,
that leads.
so you guys have two choices now. You can either go down the right hand passage or the T intersection, or the other option is to go to the water room and swim through the submerged hallway that leads to the north.
I think we'll go right first.
You
Yeah,
just
Not in any rush to get wet. No, not yet.
Gotcha.
Just in case there's more tentacle creatures, I think we should
Yeah,
try
it's a little
walking
too
first.
soon.
And of course,
to go
Noseblighter
swimming
won't
around.
want to get wet.
Well, he doesn't wear armor,
he's-
so he doesn't mind.
But no, he's not use. It's not time for your biannual bath, is it?
No, it's annual, and no.
Okay, so I need to get kind of a party order. You can walk two side by side. The hallways are about 10 feet wide here. So, who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I was thinking that I would go in the lead. I'm trying to stealth. I rode a 22. And I wouldn't be too far ahead, but just, kind of taking point.
Okay.
Right. And then Nosebiter and Helm, and then the wizard in the back?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Azel's going to be somewhere in the center.
Yeah.
In the center, so you're going to be like next to one of the barbarians, and one of the barbarians is in the back, or what?
I don't think we're going to be followed down here, so I think it's safe enough to wait in the back.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. So Kate
Or
in the
I mean, I
front,
can take up the rear, I don't really mind.
then Nosebutter and Helm, and then Azel in the rear.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Cade, you kind of slip into the shadows, walking along the edge of the hallway there, trying to keep some cover, while everyone follows behind with their torches and light. Anyhow, you turn right, and you go down about 10 feet, and there's some stairs that rise up about 5 feet. Go up there. Go down the hallway for about another 20 feet, and the hallway turns to the left. Up ahead, you see probably about 30 feet in front of you, the hallway opens up into a chamber, and then to your right, 10 feet down the hallway, you see a door on your right hand side made out of a real thick oak wood with iron bounding on it. It looks like it's currently ajar.
Sounds like a job for Cade. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to creep up and take a peek through. If I have to open it up a little bit, I'll take my time about it, doing real slow.
Okay, so you go up to the doorway and kind of peek your head in, and it's dark in there. The torchlight from the barbarian and the sorcerer back behind doesn't give you enough light to see into the room.
Can I hear anything? Any voices? Any breathing? Any movement?
You don't hear anything from within the room.
I guess Nosebiter could try to sneak. He can see in the dark.
I'm going to go ahead and slip through the door and move just to the left of the door, just inside the room. Sticking to the darkness.
Okay. So you kind of feel your way around as you slip into there. Look like you're kind of at a corner where the room gets ready to open up. What's Nosespider doing?
I was going to try and sneak because I can see in the dark.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna head up ahead of the party to where Kate is and see what you can find out?
Yeah. Why didn't that work? I just rolled for stealth, but it didn't happen.
Alright.
Okay, not so great.
Gotcha. So you
So he's
ready
like
to move
sneaking, but he's
okay.
like breathing really heavily. He's like as he's sneaking, so he's not very good at it.
Alright. And
I silently facepalm myself as I hear him tromping through.
Alright, you look into the room. You see that there's past the door that's open, It goes in about 5 feet before it opens up into a chamber that's about 25 feet wide by 5 feet long. You see Kate over on the left-hand wall there, right at the corner. In the center of the room, you see a pedestal with a book, closed book on top of it. At the foot of that pedestal, you see a form lying on the ground.
Okay. What kind of form? Is it a gnome?
It is. Let me see here. Not that one. It's actually a pretty large creature. You look at it a little further, it looks like a half-orc. Looks like it's wearing chainmail, and you see the same religious symbol of Kalimvor on its shield. Looks like a female.
And it's dead?
Yep, it's dead. You see its face is pitted. It looks like it was eaten by some type of acidic form.
Very weird. I'll tell Cade anyway, since he's in the room.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I'll walk over to this body and investigate it, I guess.
Okay. Alright, you check it out. You find that it was probably a paladin. It was definitely, you recognize a portion of the face as one of the people at the long table that were sleeping up in the common chamber with you. It's carrying a rapier and a morning star along with its shield. And it's got a vial of potion of healing on it.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
And upon further examination, it looks like whatever hit it with acid hit the half-orc from basically the top of the chest all the way up. The armor's really badly pitted, and half her face is gone.
Yikes.
Have we made it into the room now, or are we just outside?
You guys, yeah, I'll say you're just inside the doorway there.
Does it look like this Bladin tried to block the attack with his shield?
No, it doesn't look like the shield. It looks like the shield's actually strapped on the paladin's back. So it was definitely cut off.
As his weapons still unsheathed like the other corpses, like he didn't have a chance to react?
Correct.
Curiouser and curiouser.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Is some sort of trap, maybe? It was looking at this thing in the center and just got blasted in the face?
Could be.
Well, you said there was a book on the pedestal, right?
Yes, there is the pedestal right there in the center of the room with a closed book up on top, and the female half-orc, she lies crumpled at the foot of it.
Looking at the book, is there any markings on the cover or the binding?
No, you don't see any markings on this book.
Do we have anything that weighs roughly the same as a book? Can we pull an Indiana Jones here?
Look about the same weight.
Aziel, you take a look at the book and the area there.
Yeah.
You see the remnants, some faint remnants of a ward that was triggered at some point, probably within the last 24 hours, on the top of the pedestal beneath the book. And you feel a magical sense coming from that book.
Okay. The ward has already been tripped?
Yes.
Alright. I'll reach out and take the book.
Alright, you're just going to grab the book, or are you going to open it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to grab it?
I'd take a step back.
Sorry, I'm
talk
chaotic.
about messing with the book. Take a step back. We talk about messing with the book.
Those biters like leaning right in.
So what's Aziel doing? Is he just picking up the book, or is he going to open the book?
He opens. He's gonna open the
Hey,
book.
you could levitate on top of it and pick it up that way.
So you open up the book, and as you open it up, you see some magical script floating up through the pages, and you kind of read through it for a few minutes, and you find details about some ancient dwarven sword that lies deep within the catacombs below. It's called Wind Reaver. And it also mentions something about a tentacle beast within the water. Beware.
Nosebiter starts drooling. An ancient dwarven sword. Dibs. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to have to go through the water then.
It's looking like it.
Nosebiter's a very good swimmer. I don't know how the rest of you are. I think Anhel's probably quite good as well. Do you have water breathing, wizard? Azael?
No, I got boots of levitation.
Speaking of which, are you wearing those boots?
Did the hallway? Yeah, I'm gonna put them on.
Okay.
Was the
Your
hallway
feet kinda lift up a
submerged?
couple inches above the ground.
Nice. That hallway in the water, was it submerged, or did the water just sit at the foot of the path?
That hallway in that water room was submerged. Now the hallway outside of this room does continue north, where it opens up. That you haven't gone to yet as well. So you've got two options there.
Okay. Well, Nosebiter heard water thing and dwarven sword, so he wants to go diving.
The gear on this orc, half orc, shield, rapier.
Yeah, it had a shield, rapier, morning star, and a chainmail. Also a potion of healing.
We'll grab that.
Okay.
What's the tech magic like in this system now? Is it something you do with Arcana, or is it back to a spell?
For what?
Detect magic?
Tech magic. Used to
It's a
be
spell, as
just
far as I know.
part of Arcana in 4th ed, but spell it
Yeah,
now,
I
is
think
it?
there's a detect magic spell now, so I think it's probably that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. There's a detect magic.
It is likely that if he's a paladin, he's going to have a magical weapon or a magical shield or something magical.
I'm looking at the shield.
Alright, you take a look at the shield. Looks like a normal workmanship on it, nothing special.
I suppose every paladin's got to start with nothing.
Yeah. Okay, will we explore the unexplored room or will we go for the water?
An explored room?
Cool, let's go check it out.
Okay, so you guys are going to head north to the unexplored room. Right. Okay, you head into this room, which opens up into a circular type room. In the center of the room, you find a pool where it drops down about 3 feet, where there's some water underneath there. Also, to the north of this room, you see some more stairs that lead up. They're about 5 feet, go up about 5 feet, and the hallway continues.
Have a look in the pool of water. I guess stick my hand in, see if I can feel anything.
Alright, the pool is about, the water's about 3 feet from the lip of the pool. So you're going to have to really bend over to touch the water. Unless you
Does it look deep?
jump down in it. It's pretty dark and murky.
Right. I guess I'll like drop a coin in to disturb the surface and see if any tentacle monsters appear.
Okay, you drop a coin in there. It kind of ripples for a little bit, but you don't see any other disturbances coming from the water.
Okay, I'll on my shield and I'll jump in.
Alright, you jump in and the water is really super cold. You do find it is pretty deep. Are you going to try and go all the way to the bottom, or just try and stay afloat?
That's athletics, right? Athletics is to swim well, is that right?
Athletics, yeah.
Okay, well in that case he'll go and see if he can get to the bottom. But if he realizes, like, if he gets halfway and realizes he won't get all the way down, he'll swim back up.
Alright. You dive down, and it seems that it goes down about 8 feet. And you kind of feel around in the murk. Oh, and you do have dark vision. You do see a passage under the water that heads to the west.
Okay. I'll surface for a second, get my breath, and tell the rest of them that there's like a passage down here. I can go check it out, or I can come out and we can go somewhere else. But it might be worth looking into. Like the only reason he didn't go all the way is because he's not raging at the moment. What do you guys think? Should I go check it out, or should I come out and we can go somewhere else?
Well, you can check it out, but we should probably tie a rope around you, so if you get into trouble, we can pull you out.
Yeah,
How
that
far
sounds
it
like a good
goes?
plan. Okay, well in that case I guess we'll tie a rope around me. And Nosebiter will go raging. He'll bite his hand and draw blood so he gets angry enough to rage. And then he'll start swimming as hard as he can.
Okay. So you start swimming down the passageway to the west there. and you see it opens up into a wider chamber, and then on the far end there you see it continues to the west. Also, in the center of that room up ahead, you notice a huge pile of coins on the floor. It looks like a lot of it's copper though, and you do see the glint of some metal, some type of a blade, and you see some boots in there as well.
Okay, if possible, I'll grab the blade and the boots and then head back to the surface to get air. I roll athletics, do you think, for this?
Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check. Alright, so you grab the blade, which looks to be a dagger, and about that time, all of a sudden, you see out of the corner of your eye some large fish-type creature swim at you and attack you.
Oh shit.
And it looks like it hits you as it bites into you.
Yeah, I don't have my shield either, so.
Wow. It bites deep in on you, crushing down on your legs. I'll give you an athletics check, another athletics check, to see if you can break away from being stuck in its mouth.
Do we feel a tug on it, like a fishing line, like a tug on the rope?
Oh yeah, you guys feel a huge tug. It almost pulls the rope out of your hands. Alright, you're able to break free of the bite, and as you're kind of
I'm going to start pulling on the rope.
You're about 10 feet over. You guys are going to pull on the rope?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, Nosebiter, go ahead and give me initiative.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, you feel everyone tugging on your rope. It looks like the fish creature, which appears to be a large catfish from the looks of it. It kind of swims around, maneuvering. Looks like it's getting ready to come for another pass at you, but it is your turn at the moment.
Okay, I feel like underwater combat is something that Nosebiter isn't totally happy with, so he's going to swim up to the surface if possible.
Okay, so you're going to swim back, and then with the tugging, you make it back, and you pop up to the surface as everyone's pulling and hauling on the rope. And you are pulled up out of the water as you feel underneath you the water actually being disturbed, as obviously the catfish had kind of swum down there and back down the hallway. But you now have a dagger in your hands that has an unnatural shine to it.
Okay. So I'll get out and tell them, like, there's a fucking huge fish down there. It's really big. There's also loads of coins, and I saw some boots. I grabbed this, but the thing attacked me and I had to get out. And I guess I'll pass the dagger to the mage.
Okay.
All right.
I guess dwarf is good bait for fishing.
Damn near got swallowed whole.
Well, not really. We didn't get the fish.
Fish nearly got me. I can imagine fighting underwater is quite difficult, so I decided, like, get out of there. Jesus, it did 37 damage!
Yeah. It hurt you pretty bad.
Oh my
You're
God.
bleeding pretty badly.
Oh, actually, if it's bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing, I have resistance, because I was raging.
It's
I don't know if that makes a
piercing,
difference.
half bludgeoning.
I should have resistance.
Okay. So we'll give give you.
One of the things with
We'll give you 10 hit points.
with rage, if okay, cool, thank you.
You're welcome. That's still one hell of a bite.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are standing there. You give Azil the dagger, and you're bleeding from some of the pierce wounds, and your ribs and whatnot are a bit bruised. You're dripping water.
Does anyone have a health potion I can steal, maybe?
I think we have
Stabbed him with the dagger.
Yeah, do we have any health potions?
Looks like you have
Yeah, we've got
3
2 or
left.
3, I think, isn't it?
Can I have one?
That's up to you guys.
Certainly have one.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty low. I'm less than half, so.
So you're going to use one
Okay,
of
how
the
do I
potions.
do a health potion?
So it's 2d4 plus
Yeah.
2.
Then we gotta decide if we want to go back for the rest of the stuff, or we want to leave well enough alone.
So 7 back.
Alright, I'm just above half health at the moment. So I'm pretty rough.
I'll take another one.
Yeah. I guess I am kind of the meat shield, so it makes sense for me to have health.
Well, yeah, and the way this stuff is hitting down here, you can't really afford to be less than half.
So another 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that leaves you guys one more potion of healing, unless you have any on your persons. Which it looks like a couple of you have some.
Okay, there is other stuff down there. I don't know if it's worth going to get it with that huge fish down there. There's also more to explore. I could have kept going, but I got distracted by the shininess of that blade. So I don't know if I can outswim a catfish. And I probably can't take another hit like that, so maybe it's best to leave it. So I guess we'll go up the stairs instead?
Yeah, we should check it out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. So you
I said
guys
we
are,
go grappling hook. We'll go fishing.
There's a good chance that the other water passage leads to the same water bit, I imagine. So we'd want to be careful when we go in the other side in case this fish is hanging around there too.
yeah, from your stonework,
Yeah, that's like
the
this.
way it was built, you can tell that, yeah, from that waterway you were in probably connects with that other water room.
Okay. So maybe we should try and lure that fish in the other room towards the surface, and we can kind of smack it around a bit then, and it'll be a bit safer there instead of me diving down on my own.
Well, it's a fish, so it won't come out of the water, will it? It won't. Not generally, but what we need is a grappling hook
Yeah, that could work, yeah.
and a dwarf to place it in its mouth.
Hey, I'm game. I'm still raging. I'm happy to go.
I don't know if we got a
Say
grappling
the word,
between
mate.
us. Have we?
Does it come with the Explorers pack, I wonder? I'm not sure.
If you click on the Explorer's Pack, the little shield icon, it'll tell you what's in there. It looks like you have a rope, but no grappling hook with that one. I think the Dungeoneer's one, I think, is the one that may have it in it.
Well, we could tie the knife to the rope, and I could try and...
I have a hunting trap.
I think that's something like a bear trap or something. Maybe. If we tie the new knife we got to the end of the rope, I can try and stab it into the thing's mouth and then pull it out that way. I mean, it's definitely risky. If I get bitten again, I could go down, but he's not concerned.
Well, you're right, we're probably better attacking it from trying to get it over to the other side.
Yeah.
But pulling it out of the well.
Yeah, at the other side, if it comes close to the surface, you know, we can throw some range attacks at it. The mage can kind of blast it with a firebolt or something, and it can at least damage it before we go in to finish the job or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see where this other stairs go.
Yeah.
Will we tackle the water again? Give you a chance to dry out.
Yeah, good plan. So, Nosebider's mohawk, which is usually like stiff and up, is now like falling all over his head. He's not happy about it.
Okay, so you guys are going to head north up the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. So you guys go up the stairs, which lead up about another 5 feet. You go about another 20 feet, and you see that it turns to the left. It goes about another 10 feet, where there's a sharp drop off into a larger room up ahead. Let me bring that up.
Is it dark in here too?
It does look pretty dark in that room. There are bones and looks like half-eaten corpses all scattered all about the room there. On the far side of the room, after you get some light closer to you, you could make out a hallway with some stairs leading down on the southwestern corner of the room. And then off to the northwest, you see a hallway leading to the north.
Okay.
Is this just a doorway or an actual door?
It's an open doorway that drops off. It drops about 5 feet down into this room here. We're ahead of you.
Well, Nosebiter is still raging, so he's going to run into the room.
All right, go ahead and run into the room where you're running to.
Cade slips into the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to jump down with his shield and his hammer in hand and kind of laugh. Ha ha ha!
Alright. So you jump down. As you're doing that, you see Cade kind of ducks and squishes into the shadows a bit. What's Anhelm and Azel doing?
I'm going to put a shield on my back and get my axe out. and then I shall move into the room.
All right. And how about you?
I'm
Giselle?
going to hang back. I'm going to hang back in the hallway. Right now, I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Okay. All right. So the two warriors, they go down into the room. Of course, Nosebiter charging the way. As your feet touch the ground, you see that some of the corpses start moving. Some of the bones actually start getting up. So at this point, we'll go ahead and do initiative.
Oh, God, Nosebiter. I'm going next week.
How about you, Azelle? Got initiative?
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll.
Well, that sucked.
Alright, so it looks like Cade is first to react.
Holy crap! Why does that keep getting bigger?
Because that one's a really big form there. That big one back there is about 8 feet tall.
Are they skeletons, or do they have flesh?
They're definitely undead. It looks like a mixture of skeletons and some zombies.
Cool.
So I'm going to slip down and attack zombie number 2.
Okay.
And I'll have advantage, correct, as I was hiding when this kicked off?
Yeah. So out of the shadows, all of a sudden, Cade slips up and you go to swing your bow staff, and it accidentally hits the ground with a low swing.
Nope. I get to re-roll that because it was a 1.
Oh, that's
my
right.
luck lets me roll.
Lucky halfling.
How do I get it to roll with advantage though? Do I hold
Next
shift?
to the under the text box, it says ADV. You can click that button and then throw the dice.
Yep.
Oh, duh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, that's gonna hit. As your bow staff cracks it with a loud crack. Another hit. As you hit it good, you see parts of its bones and whatnot kind of break off, but it's still up. Okay, it looks like next up is Angel.
Okay, I'm going to enter rage. Step up to these and attack
Okay.
the one on my above me head, so to say.
So which one are you attacking? The one on your left?
Number 2.
Oh, okay, number 2. I believe that's a hit. Yep. As you cut off a pretty good chunk of its rib cage, but it's still up. Right, and that would bring it to their turns. That skeleton is going to return the blow as it swings a short sword at you, which is going to hit as it pierces through your armor for 7 damage. The one off to your left, it's going to swing and try and drive its short sword into your left thigh, and it missed. And the one in your top left corner, he's going to try and stab you in the chest. It missed. Okay, Azel, you're up.
Alright, this round I'm going to cast Blade Ward,
Okay.
staying in the hallway.
Alright. And I think that brings us to Nosebiter.
Okay. Nosebiter would like to pick up the skeleton in front of him and throw him at the big guy.
Okay, make a gonna make
Is
a
that
grapple
possible?
check. It's gonna use its dex score. So go ahead and make your athletics check.
Sure.
Ooh, damn! It rolled a 20.
Wow.
So you go to pick it up.
Quick
and
skeleton.
It dodges nimbly to your right.
Okay.
See, all right, the big guy there. He's going to step forward, and let's see here. 1, 2, 3. I'll roll a d6. See who he goes for. Oh, looks like he's going for you, Nosebiter. He steps in there, and he's going to swing at you. And that's a miss. Right. The other 3 zombies, they're going to swarm onto Cade here. See, and he gets slammed from the first zombie, taking 2 points of damage. See, the other one missed, and the last zombie he hit as well. Slamming Cade for another 2 points of damage. Okay, so that brings us back around to Cade. Hopefully he's back.
Yep. So I'm going to attack zombie number 2 with my staff.
Okay.
Or not.
And yep, he missed.
Ah,
Oh, God.
That one actually hit, believe it or not,
woo.
with your unarmed strike. As you slam into that zombie. It's still
I'm
up.
going to spend a point to make an additional unarmed attack, my flurry attack.
Okay. That's going to hit. Right. CAD20. And it goes down. brings us to Anhelm.
Okay, I got mine. You guys can get the rest.
I will continue my attacks on the skeletons.
Okay. That's a hit. As you cleave into that skeleton and bones scatter all throughout the room as it drops into a heap of dust and ash.
Okay, as I'm frenzy, I can bonus attack. I shall. It's skeleton number 5.
Okay. That hit. Alright, you give it a good smack. It kind of staggers back a couple inches from that heavy blow. Alright. Those two skeletons try and stab at you with their short swords. One missed. The other one... Let's see here. Looks like it hit. As it pierced through your lower abdomen, striking you for 8 damage.
Yeah, I resist half the damage.
Okay.
Yes, I assume.
Alright, so I'll give you 4 back. Okay, we're over to Azel.
I think you skipped me.
All right, I'm gonna cast.
Who did I skip?
Nosebiter?
Oh, no one important then.
Nope, we're not to you yet again. You're after Azel.
Okay, sorry. My mistake.
Okay.
So what happens is Azel didn't do much last time, so it went straight to you.
Okay, yeah.
So what are you doing, Azel?
I'm gonna cast my final spell before I stroll into the room. I'm going to use mirror image to bring up 3 identical images of myself in my space.
Sweet. Okay.
And then I'll stroll casually into the room where the fight's going down.
Alright. Alright, so that would bring us to Nosebiter.
Okay. This ogre zombie is getting a smack from Arlene, so he's going to attack recklessly.
Okay. And that's going to hit.
Okay, and he'll attack again. So I actually have advantage.
Alright, that hit anyway, so you're good.
Okay.
Alright, you come in with 2 huge blows. You hear some cracks from some bones and cartilage, but it looks like that huge zombie is determined to smash you into the ground. As it now
He has
raises
advantage on me
large
next turn.
morning star to attack you. And it looks like it's going to hit. Let's see here. Damn it.
Oh, God.
So it hits you, but only for 6 damage.
If it's non-magic, or if it's piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing, I'll take half.
Okay. So you'll only take 3 of that.
Nosebiter laughs and spits in its face.
Alright. The other 2 zombies are going to continue trying to slam Cade into the ground. It looks like they're both going to miss. bringing us to Cade.
Okay, I have a couple of questions.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I know when you move out of the range of something, it provokes an attack of opportunity. Now, the halfling, I have the ability where I can move through a hex if something's larger than me. Now, would that provide any cover if I moved out of range of something if I was still in a hex with another thing? Or would it just be a regular attack of opportunity?
I would say,
If
like,
you
if you're going to
disengage,
try
it won't
and
happen.
stand underneath the ogre zombie, if the other zombies try and attack you, they'd have to attack at disadvantage to hit you, or they'd hit their bigger cousin there. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I still have this one zombie right here that I would provoke. It would have an open shot at me.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Okay, and the second thing is when you cast a cantrip, does that take an action?
If it's, you have to read on the particular spell. Most cantrips, yeah, do take an action.
Okay, no, it says right there, casting time on action. Okay. So I'm going to attack.
Who are you going to attack? Number 12? Okay.
User in your channel timed out.
Alright, and I think that brings us to Anhel. Your turn.
User entered your channel.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Same again, I think.
Okay. Let's see, that was, okay.
Look,
Alright. Oop. So that took out that skeleton.
okay, my bonus attack, I'll move on to skeleton number 3.
Okay. That's a miss. Alright.
If only you were a halfling.
Yep. That skeleton is going to return the attack. Trying to drive its short sword into you. Oh, a crit. As it pierces into your chest for 13 damage. Ow. Wow. Anhel.
Okay, I resist half of it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Lucky.
As a DM, few things are more annoying than barbarians.
Alright, Azel, you're up.
In my
Damn,
All right.
barbarians always getting in the way.
I'm gonna burn my last two. I'm gonna burn my last 2 sorcerer points. And and I'm going to summon another chromatic orb, crackling with electricity. I'm going to throw it at the big guy.
All right.
Or try to.
That actually hit. So your chromatic
Nice.
strikes it square in the face, actually.
For what looks like 17 damage.
All right. What kind of orb did you use? Fire?
Electricity?
Electricity? All right. So it smacks it in the face, and you see electrical
Yes.
charges kind of scatter all about its face as it kind of twists its deformed face that's kind of smoldering in your direction. All right, Nosebiter, you're up.
All right. So, Shocking Twist is going to be attacking with Eclipse Abandon with Arlene again at the big ogre zombie.
Okay. Well, that's going to hit.
Okay, and the second attack.
Both hit.
All right.
Did you roll your second damage?
Oh, I didn't show up. I'll roll it again.
Alright, you smack it pretty good with those couple of Warhammer blows, but it is still up.
He's singing about Arlene the whole time when he's fighting.
Alright. It's going to raise up its large club there, and it's actually going to try and take a smack at Azel back behind there since it's got reach. So it lifts up and tries to smack you there.
Alright. I'm going to roll for my mirror image.
Okay.
Alright, it hits one of my mirror images.
Alright, so one of your images winks out of existence as it hits it. Alright, the two zombies are going to continue flailing at Cade. Looks like one of them's going to hit. Dealing 4 damage. Alright, Cade, you're up.
Okay, first I'm going to swing my staff at zombie number 12.
Okay. That hits. You hit him in the side of the head. And you see half his face kind of sinks in as you crack into it, but it's still standing.
Okay, so then I'm going to follow that with a strike to the side of the head with my fists.
Okay. That hits. Alright. And it drops.
And then I'm going to spend a point to do a flurry and do another arm strike on zombie 16.
Okay. That's a hit. As you strike into that one. Alright. And Helm.
Okay, I'm going to attack the skeleton. I'm going to attack recklessly.
Okay. Oh, crits. That definitely hits. So hold the shift down when you do your damage. Nice. Alright, you cleave into it, rib bones and part of his neck bone shoots across the room, and it kind of staggers back about 6 inches, but it's unrelenting as it continues at you still. And it's going to try and drive its short sword into you again. Missed. Alright, Azel, you're up.
Hang on, I got my bonus attack, sorry.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Oh, another crit. Sweet.
Bye-bye, skeleton.
Alright. The skeleton, it almost turns to dust with that last hit. There's a huge puff of ashes all over the place as you hit it so hard. Good job. Alright, Azel.
All right. I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to use my Wild Magic Surge to give myself advantage on my attack roll, and I'm going to attempt to use a Firebolt on the big guy again.
Okay.
Ah, 13.
13 to hit him. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Actually, that hits.
8 damage.
Okay. It is still up, though. Alright, so that brings us to Nosebiter.
Cool. How does the wild magic thing work? If you rolled badly on your roll, does it do a surge?
I'm actually looking that up as we speak.
You can have me roll each time I cast a spell. I would roll a d20, and if I cast a 1, or if I roll a 1 on the roll, then it's a wild surge. I roll 2 percentile on the percentile chart for the effect.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes, actually.
Okay, and the second attack?
Okay. Nice. Alright, and with that last hit, it drops to the ground, motionless. Or wait a minute, hold on, I gotta roll its undid fortitude real quick. It failed. So, yep, took it out. Yep. Alright.
Yay!
Nice.
So one last zombie, and it's going to try and slam Cade. And it missed. Alright, Cade, you're up.
What to do? I suppose I might as well attack that last zombie. Send it back to the hereafter.
Yep. Alright. That hit. Smack.
Darn it.
Alright, so I guess that brings us to Anhelm. Can Anhelm finish the job? Or will
Attack
he
recklessly
notify
again.
them? Alright, you swing in with your great axe and hit.
Excellent.
Alright, you see it drop to the ground, dead. Alright. Now what are you guys doing?
All right. I don't think anyone's. Is someone really badly injured? Anhelm?
Yeah.
I'm,
One of those skeletons got me good.
I'm under half.
Wusses.
So you guys are sizing up
Under
your
a
wounds.
third.
And about that time, that zombie you just last hit, it actually tries to sink his claws into Cade's calf there, as it's actually not dead. But it missed.
Ooh.
Alright, so we're back to Azel. Or I'm sorry, you know what? No.
All right.
It's Cade. He's the top of the initiative. Sorry. Top of the initiative.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Well, quite startled by its return and attempt to bite me, I'm going to smack down at its skull with my staff,
Okay.
trying to pulverize it into dust.
Yeah. And that was enough to actually finish it off this time.
I hit it a couple more times just to be sure.
Yeah, Nosebiter will now go around pounding all the skulls to dust to make sure. Well,
Alrighty.
did the ogre zombie have a nose?
It still has a nose, although it's pretty charred and kind of decayed. But yeah, it has a nose.
Okay, he'll take that.
Alrighty. Are you gonna bite it off?
No, he'll rip it off.
Aha. Okay.
Just in case.
Good idea.
So he took the beak of the kraken because that's as close as he could get to a nose, I think, on that creature.
Gotcha.
Someday he'll have nose, skin, leather armor.
Wow, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
That with a beak cod piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so should we take a rest maybe if people are badly injured? I'm only on one.
I
hit
could do
dice.
with a rest,
I'm
definitely.
This seems like a defensible place too. If we get back into the hallway, there's a little step, I guess, so we could get back up there and have a rest.
Okay, so you guys are gonna climb back up into that hallway and rest up there.
Yeah, seems like a plan.
Alright, now are you going to be taking a short rest, or are you guys gonna take a long rest?
Probably a long rest.
Yeah, if we can chance it, we should. I think we all kind of need it. At least.
Yeah,
I
sorcerers
sure
out
do.
of spells.
I'm out of hit dice.
Yes.
Yeah, I've only got one.
Okay. Alright, so you guys huddle up there, and you rest for about 8 hours, and surprisingly, it's been eerily quiet. Although I need for each one of you to give me a D12 roll, please. Alright, each one of you has a separate incident that happens tonight. Alright, Anhelm. You wake up hearing another blood-curdling scream coming from below you. Nosebiter. You wake up and you find yourself covered in, looks like bed bug bites all over yourself. Azel.
Ugh.
You find, as you open up your water skin to take a swig, you notice that all the water in your water skin has turned red. And Cade, you wake up to find some deep bloody gouges in your chest.
Some weird shit going on.
Other than that, it was relatively quiet.
Do I get some of my hit dice back from taking a
Does-
long rest?
Yeah, you should.
You get them all
supposed to
back.
get half. Yeah, hit dice back.
Oh, really?
Yep. You only get half for a long rest back.
Wow, I've been doing that wrong.
In
Does
this
my water
long
have a
rest,
save?
Go on, carry on.
Sorry about that.
What's that?
The red water that I had, does that have a scent?
No, actually, it doesn't have any scent to it.
Does it still taste like water?
It still tastes like water.
All right, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, if you would like to, you could try and identify that ring if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take time to identify the ring, and I still have to try to identify the dagger.
Yep. Okay, so the ring is identified as a ring of jumping.
Ooh.
All right. Who passed that to me to have it identified? Was it Nosebiter or Enhelm?
It was me.
All right. So I'll tell him what it is and how it's used. If I found out whatever information I found out,
Okay.
and I'll hand it back to him.
Okay, so Anhelm now has the ring of jumping. That seems to kind of lightly jump in your hand.
Cool.
I'll slide it on.
Okay.
Make it harder for Nosebiter when he actually gets his box made.
Cool.
He's getting platform shoes.
Platform shoes. That's funny. Alright.
Alright, well I guess then we should go one of the tunnels.
And once again, through that long rest, your torches went out and the light spell dissipated while you guys were resting, so you're back in the dark again. Except for Anhelm and Nosebiter, who can see in the dark.
I'll cast my light spell. It's cantrip.
I'll have a look over here at this thing. If that's okay. Down the tunnel.
Which one? The one in the north or the one in the south?
In the north.
Alright, you peer around the corner and look, and you see a set of stairs that go down into the darkness below.
Okay.
Are you going to go down?
So do you want to go this way or the other way? I'll ask the party what they want to do. I mean, it's much of a muchness really which way. We don't know what's either way, so...
Yeah, might as well just go ahead and check it out.
I'll start to walk down the stairs.
Okay. You see that
Oh,
these
that's the sword
stairs
supposed to
go
be under
down
the place. Let's go down.
approximately 30 feet. I'm sorry, what's that, Anhel?
So it's supposed to be below us, or under it. Down's the way to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're going to finish going down the stairs in the north that go down 30 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you go down about 30 feet before it levels out into a hallway that goes another 20 feet. You see a large oak-bound door to the west and one in the north wall.
All right. Do they look the same?
Yep, they look the same.
Just pure gut feeling. He'll walk north.
All right. You go to open up that door to the north, and it seems to be locked.
Does anyone have the ability to pick locks?
No.
Because Arlene can do it, but not very quietly.
Or should we see
I'm
if
gonna,
the other door's open?
Keith, I'm going to use our...
What's that?
I said we can check the other door before we worry about the locked door.
You find that door is
Yeah, that's a good
also
idea.
locked. Now, what are you doing, Azelle?
I'm going to use Arcana on the doors to see if I can find any marks or anything that might simplify any wards that's been placed on him.
No, looks like they're magic free.
Okay.
Okay, well in that case, swing Arlene at the lock and try and break it off.
Alright, on the north side? All
Yeah.
right, you
Which is a
swing
strength
it,
check?
And the lock breaks. It looks like it swings, the door swings inward. You go to swing the door inwards
Okay.
after unlocking it, and it doesn't budge. Looks like it might be stuck.
Alright, I'll push.
Alright, you push, and you're pushing pretty hard, and it's not giving.
I'll add some weight to the door. Push as well.
Alright, you guys are both pushing, and it looks like that door is pretty sturdy.
Can we make a strength check or something, or...
Is it open at all? Or
No, it's not open. Yeah, you guys can make a strength check if you want. I'll give you advantage since Anhelm's helping you.
Woohoo!
Alright. You go to push on it, and it does not budge.
Wow. Okay, we can imagine that the other door is a similar situation, but we might as well try it.
Alright, you're gonna try the other one? So you're gonna bust the lock off?
Yeah.
Alright, you swing the hammer and easily bust the lock off of that one. And that door also pushes in. And with a little bit of strength, that door opens up. Opens up into a room. It's 40 feet long, 20 feet wide. You see a bunch of rubble strewn about the room, bits of rug that has been torn, and you find a door that is open in the northern wall.
That could be a way around that door. There's nothing in the room that's worth picking up or anything noticeable.
Anything noticeable as far as the debris in the room? No.
Well, I have no idea.
Looks like a rat's nest.
Right, shall we carry on then?
Yep.
Okay, we'll go through the north door.
Alright, so you proceed through the open doorway in the north. You go down another hallway that goes down about 30 feet, and it opens up into a small 20 by 20 room. In the west wall is another hallway that heads to the west, and the east wall has a large oak-bound door there.
Okay, well the east wall is probably the one that leads to where the north door we couldn't get through. That's probably the same room. So let's try that.
Okay.
If I've got this right in my head, we've kind of just taken a detour.
Alright.
I'll try that big oak door.
Okay, so you head through the door to the east. You enter into a room that is 20 foot by 20 foot. You see some broken barrels in the southeastern corner. Next to those broken barrels, you see another female gnome that has a spear poking out of the back end of her chest. She's apparently face down dead. There's also another door in the northeastern wall.
What do you guys think?
I think I want to know what's going on with this gnome to get so far in yet.
Yeah, he must have gotten through the zombies and everything.
I'll go and have a look at the gnome. How old the corpse is.
Right. You take a look at the gnome. She's wearing studded leather armor. Has a pretty good sized axe strapped to her back, and a mace, as well as some daggers. She does have a potion of healing, and she looks familiar. It looks like it may have been one of that adventuring crew that was asleep in the common room upstairs.
Does anything mark her as Kalimvor? As a Kalimvorite?
As what?
Like a Kalimvor worshipper? Like the other Palins we've seen?
No. You do, after searching a little more, you find that she has some thieves' tools, so looks like she was a rogue.
Okay. Very weird. I guess we'll take that health potion, and if it's an axe. If it's a hand axe, Nosebiter throws those, so he wouldn't mind picking that up.
It's a great axe, actually. A pretty big one.
Oh.
I'll size that up. What's it like?
So who's grabbing it?
I'll grab hold of it. Have a look at it.
Alright. It looks like it's brand new. Looks like it's probably never been used yet.
Feel like that was sticking out of her back. Is it new as well?
It was strapped to her back. What's sticking out of her back is the spear.
Yeah, is that new as well?
The spear? No, it looks like it's seen quite a bit of use.
So she's one of the adventuring group. They probably just literally bought their gear probably like a day or two ago, and now have gotten themselves mixed up in something that's way beyond them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Except for that woman, the female.
Yeah. She's probably behind the whole thing. Nosebiter has an innate distrust for those who use arcane powers.
Well, we've already seen tonight they're like buses, coaches.
Yeah.
Wait for ages for one to turn up and then four turn up at the same time.
Okay, what are we going to do? I guess we'll keep going.
Yeah, that's all we can do. We're still on their trail, obviously, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Forward.
So are you guys going to... you have two choices. You can go back into the other room and go through the hallway to the west, or there is the door that is in the northeastern wall here.
Northeastern wall, I think.
Maybe before,
There was somebody in here, maybe they went through that door.
yeah.
Okay. Alright. You open up that door, and you see a hallway that goes 20 feet and bends to the south. You follow it around, and you come up to a large black iron door that has no visible handle, but you see some type of a weird keyhole in the center of it that doesn't look like a normal keyhole. There's something about it that seems different. Along with that, at the base of the door, you see two corpses. See,
Okay,
one
check them out, I guess.
is of a female half-elf who has some studded leather armor and carrying a couple rapiers. Her face that's face down is charred. Looked like a magical fire hit her. The other corpse is you see a female human carrying two long swords, and it looked like the whole front side of her is scorched as well. They're pretty badly deformed from the magical fire that hit them, but by looking at them, you come to the conclusion that they're probably two more that were part of that large adventuring band from upstairs.
If they've been hit by magical fire, all signs point to that weird sorceress woman.
Alright.
Or the door.
Or the door, yeah.
Zell, what are you doing? You're rolling Arcana, but I'm not sure what you're searching for or doing.
Oh, nothing. I'm just hanging out.
Oh, you're just rolling dice, just to roll dice? Oh, you're just rolling dice, just to roll dice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You should check that door for magical stuff before I try and rush through it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to just grab it if it's shooting magical fire at people. So I might give it a go with stone cutting as well.
Okay.
Wow, okay, I have no idea.
No.
Well, Azia was able to detect the expansion, the residence or residual of a ward on the book, wasn't he? So, any chance he could, if there's a similar leftover on this door?
I don't know. Is he going to check it out?
Yes,
That's
I
something to
am.
roll a dice for then.
Okay. All right. Give me an Arcana check. All right.
Not good.
All right. You check out the door. It clearly has some magical effects imbued within it. And from looking at the effects on the two corpses on the ground and the energy emanating from the door, you're pretty sure it's probably still armed.
Okay. So I'll let everybody know. I believe the door is a ward on the door is the cause of these two's death.
Hmm.
There was a keyhole in the centre of the door, or a form of keyhole.
It's some form of keyhole. You want to further check that out?
I'll have a look at it, yes.
Alright. You kind of get up and look at it. You look through the keyhole, but you don't see anything on the other side of the keyhole. And you, with that ring that you have on, you see some type of shimmering force around that keyhole.
I want to look for somewhere to sit down and start reading this book.
Well, I think we're going to have to find the key to open this door.
Yeah. And Nazelle, you can pick up any part of the floor to sit down on if you would like.
Okay. I'll sit in the corner and start reading the book.
Give me a wisdom savings throw, Azelle.
That's
Okay.
so.
You find yourself grossly entranced in it.
Of joy.
Alright, so Azelle's sitting down in the corner reading his book. What's everyone else doing?
Oh, gotta go the other way, boys. Through you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so you guys
So
start
it's-
heading off.
Back out the room.
Okay, so you guys start heading off. Go back through the room to that one room that has the hallway hidden to the west. And
Check we got all our number.
so you're going to continue heading to the west down that hallway then?
We'll make sure we're all with us.
Yeah.
And
Okay. You look around and Azelle is not there with you. You head back to
I say,
where
wait,
he
the
was
boys are
at,
gonna
and you
come
see
back.
him sitting there grossly entranced in the book.
I go up and try to nudge his shoulder.
wisdom savings throw, Zell. Alright, you're able to snap out of it when Cade touches your shoulder.
You all right there?
Alright. Oh, yeah. Very, very interesting book.
You hear us say we were going? Maybe,
What's that?
Maybe leave the reading of the book until we're out of this. Boom. Right, come on, let's go. Head back to the west.
Alright.
Yep.
So you all head back and start heading down the western wall, or hallway, I'm sorry. You travel about 20 feet. You see that the hallway continues further down. And on the right hand side you see another large oak-bound door in the north wall. You also hear some faint like scratching sounds coming from the west. And with that, Cade huddles into the shadows.
Scratching noises, huh?
Yep.
Hmm. Are we ready for a scrap?
Always.
All right, I'll look over and open the door.
Alright, you open the door in the north wall and you see a hallway that continues about 20 feet that dead ends.
And nothing there?
It doesn't look like it. Are you going to go in and check out the dead end?
Yeah, there were scratching noises, so yeah.
The
check it
scratching
out.
is coming from the west, down the western hallway.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. I'll check out the dead end anyway.
Okay, so you're going to go in to check it out. Give me an investigation check. What's everyone else doing?
Well, I keep an eye out down the western passageway
Okay.
in case the scratching noises come closer.
Alright, what's Cade and Azelle doing?
Well, since he's always getting himself in trouble, I'm gonna tag along with Nosebiter.
Alright, so are you investigating the dead end as well? Okay, and what's Azelle doing?
How long has it been since our last encounter?
The last encounter after, well, you haven't been in an encounter since you did your long rest.
About 8 hours.
So yeah,
Oh, okay.
eight
Oh,
and a half
I
hours.
guess. I guess Major Armor pretty much stays in effect now. Oh, duration 8 hours. Cool. All right.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay, and are you guarding the hallway with Handhelm, or are you investigating the room as well?
I'll investigate the room a little bit.
Alright, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Alright. So the three of you go into the room to investigate, and Enhelm, he's doing the good thing, keeping guard, watching what might be coming from the west, when all of a sudden you feel the floor inside that hallway give out. Well, it doesn't give out, but you feel yourself drop. You look behind, and you see it looks like the whole room is falling. And you guys fall for a few seconds, and with a loud crack, you guys are knocked off your feet. And each one of you takes 31 points of falling damage.
Do I get a chance to, wait a minute, where is it? Take an action before, or is it not going to have a chance?
Before it drops? No.
As I feel it start to drop.
No. No.
Could I point out
I'm like
that
beyond dead.
Aziel's got boots of levitation on?
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. So Azel will be safe from that damage.
Alright.
I have a thing called Danger Sense. At second level, you gain an uncanny sense of when things aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see. Things you can see, like traps and spells. Never mind.
Oh, damn. Now, Cade, as a monk, do you have anything like Safe Fall yet?
No, the only thing I have is where I can use my points to do Step of the Wind, which helps with that, I believe. But if I don't get to, it's an action, so if I don't have a chance to do it.
I'll let you go ahead and make a dex save. If you can succeed with a DC 15, I'll let you use your Step of the Wind to negate the damage. No.
Nope.
All right. And Enhelm, you look over, you hear a lot of commotion, and you look back and you see that whole room just kind of just drops, and you see everyone just disappear down below into the darkness. And with that, I think we're going to stop here for today's session and pick up next time.
All right. That was great.
Cool. Everyone have fun?
Yeah, always. Love Nosebiter.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, good
It was good.
game. Thank you, Keith.
You're welcome.
Good to end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, haven't done
Yeah,
that
always
in a
nice.
long time. That's cool.
Yeah, that level 20 game yesterday, Keith, ended up being insane. They were an evil party, so like one of the party members turned on the others and everything, and it was just nuts. Very bizarre.
It is bizarre. Alrighty, so
Yeah, level 20. Yeah, very bizarre. Thank you so much, Keith. Enjoyed it a lot.
no, you're welcome. Let's see here.
So, how are you doing the experience thing, Keith?
Oh, let me put that out. A second here.
Do you get experience when you're dead?
Well, you earned experience before you were lying down dying. You're not dead yet. You're just dying.
Yeah, I know, technically not that dead.
Alright. Oh wow. That put you guys pretty close to hitting level 4. Just shy of 500 XP from
game that if you level, you automatically like heal up and everything?
I'm not sure, but I guess it could be an option.
It makes no sense to me why that would happen, though.
Yeah, but no one's leveling up yet, so.
Yeah.
So how was your level 20 game, Lloyd? Pretty complicated with all those level 20s running around?
Yeah, it's actually really stressful because there's so many dice rolls, and everyone has like a plus 15 to hit, and so everything is auto-hitting everything, and like, for example, we had a fighter at level 20 and he was a dual wielder, so he got like 5 attacks around. So it's like, okay, I go to attack, and then there's like a 15-minute break where he like rolls dice and calculates everything, and that's kind of one of the problems I had with it. It's like it took a long time to calculate everything because there's so much going on. So I was saying to some people online that like maybe in future I'll just get the average damage for everything and use that instead.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah, sometimes that's the problem with systems is they get real overbearing once you get up into the higher levels.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun playing. It was kind of the end of the Viking one-shots I've been running, and it got to like the highest level at this stage, and so I wanted to do it with a bang, whatever, but it was just a lot, like we had a sorcerer, and he was like casting time stop and all this sort of stuff, and then you had clerics with automatic divine intervention and all this sort of mad stuff that I hadn't seen before, which is interesting.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It would make it difficult to plan an adventure that was challenging, but not necessarily overly deadly.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up making it far too deadly, because I had done another kind of higher level adventure, and they just like breezed over everything I had done, so I just kind of made it a little bit too difficult this time. But they enjoyed that it was kind of a suicide mission anyway. They were fighting gods and stuff at the end, so.
Oh, cool. Right on. Alright, so do you guys want to try for next week, or you want to give it a couple weeks before we schedule the next session?
I'm easy.
Next week
I don't
should
mind.
be okay.
Yeah, it should work for me as well.
Anytime's
I have to
good
check
for
my
me.
schedule, but it should be okay.
Okay, so you are available next Saturday, Lloyd?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check my work schedule.
Okay. Then let me know when you can, and as soon as you let me know, I'll schedule the next one.
Yeah, I'm just checking now. It'll be 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, next Saturday is fine.
All right, so we will resume this adventure next week.
Cool.
Thanks. Great game.
Thanks, Keith.
All right, guys. Best of luck.
All right, take care.
You know what's
All right.
funny
What's that?
is just a few days ago, or maybe last weekend, we were
We were what?
I should catch you next week, guys.
See you
Catch
later.
you later.
Yep, ta-da now.
User disconnected from your channel.
So what was that, Dennis? What were you saying?
A few days ago, I was watching a special on Discovery about giant squids,
Oh,
and I thought it was kind of funny that I ran into one kind of.
that's cool.
All right, guys. I'm going to go. Very much, Keith. See you next Saturday.
Alrighty, see you next week.
All right, see it.
User disconnected from your channel.
So how you feeling, Truman? Any better?
No, not really.
Man, poor guy. Hopefully you'll feel better by tomorrow.
Yeah.
you feel better by tomorrow.
Hopefully. I'll roll with it anyway.
Gotcha.
Should be
Well,
all
I'm gonna
right.
take off as well. I got another session for Gross and Files coming up here in like an hour. I need to grab some lunch.
All right, Dennis.
Alrighty. Oh, hey, Dennis, real quick.
See you tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of running a Burnside campaign sometime after the first of the year on Mondays. Are you interested?
Yeah, possibly. What did you say it was? What system is it?
It'll be Birthright. It'll be using D&D 5e.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So I assume that'll be for new characters.
Yeah, that'll be new characters for that one. Yeah, I'll have to get you a list. There's some race and class combinations that are restricted for that campaign setting, so I'll have to get you some more info. I'm just kind of gathering up what players I want for that campaign. So, kind of see who all wants to play.
Just when you're ready, let me know or send me the info and I'll take a look at it.
Sounds good.
Okay, dope.
Alright, take it easy.
Talk to you guys later.
All right, Dennis. Talk to you later, bro.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, I think I'll just roll with a straight human fighter for that campaign, Keith.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that'd be a good one. We'll have to roll up your bloodline and all that good stuff. See if you have any blood stuff. See if you have any blood in you.
That's cool.
I'm thinking of just making it hard as hell on myself, but the payoff might actually be fun. I'm actually thinking about having you all be regents in domains next to each other. Domains next to each other.
Right on. That could be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. I'm still trying to give it some thought, but that's what my thinking is.
Awesome.
Alrighty, well, I guess I better head off. I'm a little hungry, so I might grab a little.
All right, Keith.
Me over till dinner.
I hear you. Well, you have a good one, man.
Alright, you too. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
Thanks. Chat with you tomorrow. Thanks.